Hi everyone, it's Yvette Le Blowitz from spiritgirl.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Super excited to be here with you today in this online space. And today I want to share with you one of my morning practices that I love to do that makes me feel centered, grounded, connected, and truly present with myself. So when I started out blogging some time ago now, and all of the social media apps started to be developed, like Facebook and all of those things, I got into a really bad habit of the first thing in the morning wanting to grab my mobile phone and then literally look at what everyone else was doing. I got so sucked into my count, you know, how many followers do I have? Who's responded, how many likes, all that jazz. And I'm not gonna lie, because I feel like it's really important to share my truth, my story with you. So I got totally sucked into this, the phone, the mobile, and getting caught up with what everyone else was doing, to the point where I really lost myself and I lost connecting with my own self. So when I became self-aware that I was connecting with everyone else and picking up their energy and what they're doing, and in the morning it became like I was just trying to cram so much in before I went to work, and I just felt totally scattered, rattled, flustered, and it just wasn't working for me. So what I ended up doing was finding that there had to be a better way. There had to be a more deeper, meaningful way that I could wake up in the morning and feel truly fulfilled within, feel truly connected. So what I started to do was a couple of things. First things first, I decided this is definitely not going to be the first thing I connect with. The mobile phone, social media apps, and everyone else in the world. So what I started to do was simply when I woke up, I started connecting to my own breath, becoming present and aware of my breath. I then started slowly stretching out and just really feeling into the body. So gently waking up with my breath and movement. And then when I felt like, whew, I've arrived, here we go, I would literally get out of bed then, still with no phone in my hand, and then I would walk out to where my sliding doors are open the curtain, and then be greeted with the elements of Mother Earth. So the view would be of trees, a mountain, and literally wherever I am in the world, if I could see Mother Earth or the elements of Mother Earth, I always love to see a sunrise, and I always love to practice gratitude in that moment. And it's by connecting to the elements of Mother Earth, I feel a really deep connection within, where I can practice gratitude for the simple things like being able to wake up in the morning and being able to be well enough to breathe, to be well enough to walk out, to have two arms, to have two legs, to have the eyesight, to embrace Mother Nature as it is. And I found that as a really great way to become mindful and to become present. So after that, I would then grab myself a cup of coffee or a tea, and generally I love to just sit down, literally like a yogi, just literally on the ground, cross-legged on the ground, feeling the earth underneath myself. I find it just a really good way to get connected. Now I know a lot of people go, but you've got a lounge and you've got chairs and all of that, but I either love to sit on my yoga mat or sit on the ground and just become really grounded, down to earth, present. And generally I like to do a little bit of journaling and really set my intention for the day. So what I want to call in for the day, the things I want to get done, and really just becoming present and really goal orientated, but at the same time just processing my own thoughts and feelings, completely just tuning in with that. From there, I either do some yoga, literally in my living room or my hotel room, and if it's not yoga and I will go for a walk or a walk jog. So I try to do my movement in the morning, but then depending on what's going on, if that's not possible because I have to fly somewhere or I have to be at work really early, or I have stuff on, like I have to record really early, and it's just not possible, I'll always make sure that in the afternoon or throughout the day or some point in time, that after work or in the afternoon or somehow I can get that movement in, walk in. So I love to walk, love to be outside in Mother Nature, and just movement is just such a great way for me to feel good. So if you're finding that you don't feel connected with yourself, I would really encourage you just to try in the morning, instead of grabbing the phone and looking what everyone else is doing, even if you just spend a couple of minutes simply like tuning into your own breath and taking some inhales in and exhales out, or just looking at Mother Earth, or just going for a walk, like just spending some time on yourself in the morning, literally. Like, so if you can carve out the morning time before work, if you're so fortunate, then that's great. Now, for some reason, if you can't go for the walk, or you can't do 20 minutes yoga or 10 minutes yoga because of your work situation, or you might have to travel so far, even just being able to have your cup of tea or your coffee, your breakfast, and becoming really mindful of what you're doing, so when you're in that moment, you're fully connected. Because what can happen in the morning is you might be so like, woo, busy, and you're in the shower and you're thinking, I've got to be here, got to do there, got to do that. So what happens is you're not fully present. You're caught up in thought and mind. And in order to feel connected and grounded and present, it's all about just really becoming really aware as an observer of what is in front of you. What are you doing? Like really paying attention. And that in itself can help you, even when you're sitting there on your way to work, tuning into your breath, or you are practicing gratitude because you just got 2 green lights, or you're practicing gratitude because you're listening to your favorite song. All of these small things over the day or evening can really fill your own cup back up. So if you can move in the morning, great. But if you have to do it after work or in the evening, that's okay too. It's about finding time and doing things you love. And I should say, whilst I sit and do a lot of my meditation, you can do meditation whether it's swimming, walking, yoga, running. There are so many different ways you can do it. So I find walking, when I'm becoming present, you can do walking meditation, so you don't have to physically be sitting. But the thing about the meditation is it's a really great practice to become more self-aware, but also to get to know yourself better. And we spend so much time focusing on everyone else on the outside that we forget at times to just focus on ourselves from the inside out. So I hope that's shed some more light on things I do in the morning when I wake up. It has been a process. I've really loved going from the totally addicted to my mobile phone and having to know what everyone is doing, or who's left messages, or you know, all of that stuff, all of the metrics, to absolutely don't need to see any of that until I become fully present, fully connected, fully grounded, and just like tuned into myself first before everyone else. And I do believe that when you turn up for your own self first, and when you turn up to take care of yourself first, your mental health, your inner well-being, physical, body, mind, spirit, soul, that by filling up your own cup, as the saying goes, but by just tuning in and focusing on your own health and wellness, from there, once that's done, you can start the process or start work. So I probably give it a couple of hours, and then I'm into looking at all the stuff that's needed for work or for the blog or for the book or for the podcast show. But literally, I really hope this helps you to think more about your own practice, your own morning rituals. Are you waking up and tuning into what everyone else is doing, that you are forgetting to tune into your own breath or your own self? Or are you literally waking up, seizing the day, being grateful, moving, connecting with your inner self so you can become your own best version? I would love to know. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, leave your name, your comments. I can't wait to read it. You can also tune in to the Spirit Girl Talk Show podcast on iTunes with me. It's on Spotify, and you can find me, the author of It Starts With Me, on Instagram at Yvette Le Blowitz. On the Instagram page, it's Spirit Girl, or you can tune into the Spirit Girl IGTV travel show at spiritgirl_travel. So many ways, and don't forget spiritgirl.com for the blog. I do have my first book out now, which is your book. It's called It Starts With Me. Feel good within and become your happiest, healthiest self. And in that, I share more of my go-to down-to-earth spiritual practices that you can do anywhere, anytime, that doesn't cost the earth. So on that note, have a beautiful day or evening. Namaste.